Hello, Pisces. Thank you for tuning into your love read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Daily Tarot by Renata Lechner. For the support of Oracle cards, we're going to use the Magical Spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. Normal way I do it. Relationship first, single second. Let's go ahead and get in here. What do we got over here? It's coming like... There's a lot of... Okay. Okay, it is for this reading. Because I was like, there's a lot of aggravation, but I'm like, why would I be aggravated? It's coming off the reading. The tower is on your side. I'm seeing the tower hit first. Now, even though the tower is hitting, I'm noticing the challenge card is the Hanged Man. These two energies do not really work together very well. Not usually, because the Hanged Man is kind of stagnation, let's not do anything. The tower is things are falling apart and they're being destroyed. It's almost like you're not reacting and things are crumbling down around you. It's almost like a denial feeling, like the building is burning around you, and you're just like, oh, it's just somebody burning toast. That's kind of the attitude with this one. It's like, oh, yeah, no, somebody's just burning toast. It's not that bad. Meanwhile, flames are shooting up outside your house. It's things like that going on. That's how that energy usually hits. So if there's things going on around you and you're thinking it's not really that bad, the reason this reading might be coming to you is because you know what? It actually is that bad. It really is. Because what I'm seeing on the other side is your partner, I feel like they have a part in this, in the sense of like they have the Eight of Swords, like nothing can be done. This is just what has to happen right now. But they have the home safe protection and the mermaid magic seduction. Like, I feel like they're feeding into your denial. Is this starting off this harsh? It gets better. If this really is hitting with you, it is going to get better. So if it is hitting, I feel like it's saying, pay attention to what's going on around you. It is bad. It's really bad. It's not somebody burning toast. Your house is on fire. Wake up, let's go. Don't let your partner just smooth it over like, oh no, it's fine. Things will be okay. No, whatever's you're dealing with, whatever's coming towards you that you don't want to deal with, you just don't believe it's really that bad. It is that bad. The sooner you stand up and deal with it, with the Ace of Wands, this is a harsh one. This one is a harsh one. The sooner you stand up and deal with it, the better. The sooner things go better. The sooner things improve. The sooner you pull yourself out of this. It's kind of like, if we're going to use the same analogy, if your house is burned down around you and you're ignoring it, the sooner you stop that fire, the less you're going to have to replace, the less you're going to have to fix. It's the same analogy. Because what I'm getting here is when you do stand up, the magician stands up. That's you. And then you're going to get the whole situation under control. This is under some type of duress. Like, the situation is not good. If this is hitting with you, it's really not good. Your partner literally cannot fix it. They got the Two of Swords. Spiritually, they cannot fix it. You're the one with the power in this one. For whatever reason, you're the one with the power to fix this, to stop this, to address this, get this online. The challenge card for your partner is just to make it a loving situation. They just want to love. They just want to be on your good side is what I'm getting. They want you to be happy with them. I understand they do have genuine love for you. They got the Queen of Cups on their side. Don't get caught up in the gender, but they have genuine love for you. They want to express this love. They don't want this to be as bad as it actually is either. They don't want you to get upset is what I'm actually getting. But what I'm getting here is that when you stand up and take action, you're the one who has to get control of this. Things get a lot better. Although when you do stand up and get control, things get better for you first, and then your partner, that's when they feel the stress. Because I feel you're the one saying, this is what's going to happen, this is what I'm doing, but you're going to have to do that your part here. Whatever you do, it has a kind of like a consequence for them, which is, I feel, another reason why they're trying to smooth it over. They don't want you to really deal with it. When you deal with it, I feel like they're full aware that they're going to have to hold up their side of the bargain as well. But you're the one, when you stand up and claim your power, I feel things getting better for you. I feel things improving for you. They get more stressful for your partner, but not bad. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, when you gotta take care of stuff, you have to drag the laundry up the hill or do whatever. You gotta build the wooden pile, you gotta chop up the wood. It's a lot of work, but it's not the end of the world. It's just something that has to be done. It takes a lot of sweat. Gotta do it. Just gonna do it. They'll be fine. Things improve for you when you stand up and take control. Now, what you're taking control of, I'm getting the Page of Pentacles. It's going to take a while. You're just starting off. You're moving things in a better direction. You're going to build it from here. But this is like an adolescent person. You got to keep guiding the situation. You got to keep, keep on it, keep encouraging it, keep it going in the right direction, keep an eye on it. As long as you keep an eye on it, this can keep going. You can't just have this magician moment and then let it go. You got to have it, take it, and keep it, and draw it through to the success of the situation. There's a lot of energy pushing. Push, push, push. Now, I'm getting harmony between you and your partner. I know that's the Three of Cups, but I'm getting harmony between you and your partner. Confidence increases on your side by taking control. I'm also getting, for your partner, they've got the Queen of Wands. Don't get caught up in the gender. And what number of Wands? 9 of Wands. So you got the Queen and 9 of Wands, what makes things better for them. This is just the first phase in the improvement process. Again, you have to hold on to this. Claim it in the beginning, but you have to nurture it as it keeps going. Because I feel them starting a new beginning here. They have a new outlook. They're handling things differently, but you're going to have to keep an eye on them. You're going to have to keep them motivated to go in the correct direction. I just feel again and again that you're the one with the control here. As long as you guide it, you're going to be happy, and you're both going to be okay. They definitely have a lot of love for you, but you're the one that has to take control here and guide it and keep guiding it along the way. Keep an eye on it and keep guiding it. You have your own piece you're owning as well. I'm not going to negate that out. But you have to keep your eye on the prize here and just keep pushing, keep driving, and you'll be okay. Wow, that had a lot of energy. I think we're there. That had a lot of energy, just kind of, boof, it was going. I feel like it's not a bad one. I don't think it's a bad reading. I mean, the comments will say what the comments are going to say. But it had some punch to it, some drive. I actually also have to say, once you own it, as a Pisces myself, you don't have time to feel bad about it because you're in action. It's going to really relieve your stress a lot. When you just keep going from one to the next and just take care of it, it's going to improve things on that hand as well. So you're not going to have time to just worry about it and be like, oh goodness, oh this, oh that. You're going to have control. You're going to feel better. All right, let's do Pisces single. What do we got for single Pisces? Messages for single Pisces. Empowering information for single Pisces. Single Pisces. Somebody's waiting on you. I feel like somebody's waiting on you. Is that good or bad? We'll find out in a minute. Somebody's definitely waiting on you. They want your attention. The knowledge is at the knowledge tree here. Difference between wisdom and knowledge. Wisdom is knowing how to use the knowledge you've garnered. So knowledge is like gathering the information. This is how I view it. This is how I view it. This is how we're going about it. That's how I'm feeling about it. Knowledge is pulling in a great amount of intelligence. The wisdom is knowing how to use it. So right now we're in the spot where you have to gather what's actually happening here. It's at the bottom. Okay. Right now, see, I feel you with the Five of Cups and the Queen of Cups in the past. You've been looking for someone to love. You've been looking for that connection. But right now, you're kind of like, I feel like my cup's... I want to fill this cup, but I pretty much feel it's empty at the moment. Not seeing what I want to around me. I'm not feeling it around me. I'm just not having it there. Someone is showing you attention, but you're seeing a drawback to it. Attention. I'm not saying you're in a relationship, because this is for singles, but somebody's showing you attention. You might have more than one, actually. It seems like you have some type of drawback where you're just like, It's just an eh. For what it could be distance, could be this, could be that. For some reason, it's not like the possibility's not there. It's just kind of you're not sold on the idea. Clearly, you're still single. And I'm getting here at the top the Five of Swords, kind of like, yeah, I could try to make that work, but the effort to make it work balanced out with the joy I'm going to get from it, it's kind of a wash. Like, it's just, to you, I feel like you're connecting into this. This is kind of a bit too much work for what I'm looking for. Not that you're against work, but it's just kind of like, if we're starting off from square one, where we're already going up a steep hill, like, that's not really the best way to start a relationship. So it's not against like putting in work for a relationship that's worth it, but to start something that's already going uphill, it just doesn't seem like the best idea. And you're at the part right now, you're like, if I don't really want to do it, why would I do it? I feel like that's where you're standing. But on the counter side of the Five of Swords, you have the Empress. Don't get caught up in the gender, but what I'm feeling here is like, I really would like somebody in my life though, and there may be challenges, but are these challenges worth it? It's just kind of like, how far would I have to get in before I find out? And by the time I get in, like, is that, like, what is happening then? If I get like halfway into this and I'm like, well, this isn't really what I want, and then I try to walk away, then what? Because I feel like you're not looking to make enemies, but you're kind of like, there's friendly energy around you, and you're like, I'd rather keep it as a friend energy than turning it into an enemy energy, because I've decided, I'm going to go a different direction and I leave somebody with hurt feelings. So you're very conscious of this. Like, I'm not looking to toy with somebody's emotions, and I'm not really sure where I want to go. I kind of want to try a couple things here. I want to try a relationship with this one or maybe that one. But, I'm not sold on it. What if I get a couple weeks or a couple months down the road and I'm just like, no, and then I'm just kind of toying with somebody's emotions? I don't really want to do that either. So you're very thoughtful. So again, I don't feel like it's bad that you're kind of like looking at it starting uphill and you're like, why start something uphill? Especially if I'm not going to really invest in it and I end up hurting somebody's feelings. You're very deep at the moment. If this is connecting, you're having a very deep feeling. Because you also have the High Priestess in your thoughts. It's just increasing that. I feel like that's why that's coming in so strongly. These two are like, it's almost like these are best friends that have different sides of the same coin. One of them says, this is the practical way to look at things. The other one says this is the emotional way to look at things. They're both very intelligent. They both know what they're doing. The High Priestess sometimes is like, sometimes you got to crack a few eggs to make an omelet, But the Empress is like, yeah, but you want to make sure that those are the right eggs to crack, and that somebody's gonna eat that omelet. Like the two of these two work together very well. They're like opposite sides of the same coin to me. All right, the energy is still strong, not as strong as the first half, but. And the Queen of Swords, don't get caught up in the gender, but that's you really thinking this out and thinking, well, the Knight of Wands is saying, do I want to start this just to see, like, do I want to start this? It could be a false start. Is this worth it? 'Cause somebody is showing you some interest. But I feel like where you're standing is like, until you push that interest back, like you show that interest back, maybe take some of the initiative yourself, it's not really going to go anywhere. So you're like, do I want to start this just to see where it's going to go? You're putting a lot of effort in it. And it's all the stuff we've already talked about. And I mentioned this in the beginning, somebody is waiting for you. Somebody does have feelings for you. And they're trusting that if you want to go forward, it'll have a chance to go forward. If you don't really have enough interest to really show interest back to them, that there's nothing to really build here. So I feel like they're trusting for you to tell them if you want anything to happen here or not. I feel like they've already made it clear that they're interested. But if you don't show interest back, they're not going to try to create something that they don't feel is actually there. They're trusting that if this is something they should move forward on, you're going to let them know, hey, let's see where this can go. Let's just give this a shot. And I feel like with the Queen of Swords in the center, just putting it out there, like, I don't know where I'm going right now. I like the idea of this, but let's just take it casually. Let's just keep it slow and just see where it goes for now. And go that way. Going forward, dating. Dating and a relationship are different to me, but, I know some people, whatever, do it their own way. Dating is like you're dating. Like, it's not exclusive to one person. That's Some people are like, once you start dating somebody, you stay with just that one until you decide if you want that one or not. That's whatever you decide you gotta do. But you got the star card and you got the healing. Is that what's there? Yep, healing. I'm getting, as this keeps going forward, you're seeing more potential. I feel like this person is increasingly becoming attractive to you. They're very easy to get along with is what I'm getting. And they're very accommodating to, like, if you want to go slow, then let's go slow. If you don't want to do this, we don't do this. If you want to do that, then let's do that. Seems like they're very accommodating to you. But they're very kind. I'm getting a lot of, like, small gestures, smiles, things like that that really touch your heart. And you're just kind of like, you know what, this one's worth finding out more. Not saying you're falling head over heels in love, but I feel like you're enjoying them more and more as time goes on. The healing is telling me that whatever the hang-up was before, like distance or whatever it might have been, I feel like you're sidestepping it. You're just kind of like, I don't think that's so bad for what I'm finding here. In fact, if that's the biggest drawback, I could work with that. Because where I feel this going is like you're definitely looking at things again. You're going through almost like a mental checklist. What's good, what's not so good. And I feel like all the personality traits with this person you like. I feel like there's almost like circumstantial evidence, like distance or money or whatever you got going on there, time, things like that aren't matching to the best. It's not the most optimal situation in that sense, but it's all circumstantial stuff. It's not the person themselves, it's things that they're dealing with around them. The world comes in with the authenticity. I feel like you come right out forward and you let this person know how much you like them. But you're also saying like the circumstantial stuff, what you don't like. And I feel like when you do that, by coming forward saying, this is what I don't like, but you I love. Or, well, I don't know if you're falling that far that fast, but, you I really enjoy. This stuff on the side are the only things that are the hang-ups for me. I'm getting, once you bring that forward, they're going to do their best to work with you on that. This person seems to be really, really kind of taken by you. And they want you in their life. So they're willing to do the effort. If there's something they can do to move things around, they will do that. Are we good? The energy just kind of whew, so I think we're good. We're done. That's where it's ending. All right. I'm not going to beat that one to death today, apparently. All right. So thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.